Let the host actively send themselves to their death, bury their body inside the host, and let the host watch themselves being eaten into an empty shell. Today, the captain will take you to see the 4 most despicable and shameless parasitic animals on Earth. The first is the liver fluke. This creature has a strange way of survival. When their eggs are accidentally ingested by snails, they slowly develop into hatching sacs, invading the snail's eye stalks and continuously stimulating the eye stalks to produce an abnormally large and brightly colored appearance. Then, they take control of the snail's brain, commanding them to climb to the top of a sunny tree during the day, and then the larvae crazily dance inside the snail's eye stalks. This is known as mimicry attack in biology, as if telling birds, "Come and eat me quickly." Finally, the snail is easily eaten by the bird. The zombie snails infected by the liver fluke can increase their crawling speed 5 times in order to climb to the treetop during the day. Many snails actually die from exhaustion before being killed by birds, but their eye stalks still dance incessantly. The second is the crab slave. When the crab slave is still a larva, it will start to search for a suitable unlucky crab as a host. Once it catches the opportunity, it sticks firmly to the crab's body. When it reaches the crab's joints, it quickly sheds its outer shell and skillfully slips its soft and slender body into the crab's body through the joint crevices. From then on, the tragic life of the unlucky crab officially begins. The slimy body of the crab slave quickly takes root in the crab's body, and many branching thin tubes grow out, like puppet strings controlling a puppet, lurking in every corner of the crab's internal organs and muscles, including the stomach, intestines, and nervous system, crazily extracting nutrients from the crab's body. Smart crab slaves leave some nutrients to maintain the crab's survival so that even if the parasitized crab is on the verge of death, it will not die immediately. What is even more chilling is that the crab slave will mate and reproduce on the crab's body. When it comes time to lay eggs, it chemically castrates the male crabs and disrupts their hormone secretion, causing the male crabs to produce a deep maternal love for the crab slave's larvae. The larvae of the crab slave are cared for by the male crabs as if they were their own sons until they parasitize on other crabs of their kind, continuously completing the endless exploitation of crabs from generation to generation. The third is the flatworm wasp. Compared to the first 2 parasitic methods, the flatworm wasp is very rude. It chooses a cockroach much larger than itself and directly uses its lethal technique, venom. Just one sting with its tail needle is enough to paralyze the cockroach's front legs. The flatworm wasp then gives a final blow by injecting a long-lasting venom directly into the cockroach's brain, forcing it to watch itself being parasitized. The cockroach will then be led to the flatworm wasp's nest in a dazed state and left to allow the wasp to lay its eggs inside its body. At this point, the cockroach can do nothing but wait as the flatworm wasp seals the burrow with mud and stones, imprisoning the cockroach. Finally, the hatched flatworm wasp larvae will start eating from the cockroach's unimportant reproductive system until they consume all of the cockroach's flesh, causing it to die. The fourth is the Guinea worm. Can you imagine having a worm over a meter long growing from your heart to your feet? This is what the Guinea worm does. If you drink untreated water containing Guinea worm larvae, they will penetrate your stomach wall and root themselves in your body. Within a short year, the Guinea worm will grow to over a meter long and mature, ready to reproduce and begin the painful process for you. You will begin to experience intense pain and develop blistering sores on your arms, wrists, ankles, and other areas. This indicates that the male worm has died, and the pregnant female worm will demand that you immerse these painful limbs in water to soothe the pain. The mother worm will then lay its eggs through the open sores. The milky white liquid in the blisters contains millions of larvae, and the only way to get rid of them is to lure the mother guinea worm out of your body and slowly pull it out with a stick. However, you cannot be too hasty or else the worm will secrete a toxin that causes excruciating pain, possibly causing you to faint and leaving dead worms that can lead to severe infection. Moreover, once invaded, the host is usually not infected with just one guinea worm. Would you still dare to drink untreated water in the wild?